Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol KGKG. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So all this here may look like several days worth of time. It's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame that does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Did this analysis on Thursday, so that is where these green line annotations were coming from. But after today's price movement, the chart gets a little trickier to talk about because there's a lot of perspective that goes into it. What do I mean by that? Well, I'm going to get rid of that line, and that way we can keep this a little bit cleaner as we go. But going back to the whole perspective thing, well, if you are some sort of day trader, flipper, scalper, whatever you want to call yourself, and you bought right there and you wanted to buy and sell within 7 minutes, well then yeah, from that point of view, the chart's looking pretty rough because it pulled back on you. Now, if you care about the big picture of things, I get it. Yeah, there was a pullback today. But from the big picture, the price still has plenty of opportunity to build a higher base. And as long as higher bases are being built over time, then everything is still perfectly fine. So that's going to be the viewpoint that I talk about things from. So if I sound crazy calling something bullish, my guess would be you probably had more of a day trader, flipper type perspective going into the trade. And I'm not saying this is what's going to occur, but just to illustrate the overall idea here about how I can still call this plenty bullish is, let's say the price actually went all the way down there. Not saying it will, but just let's say it does that, behaves in that manner, and then start to work its way back upwards. Now, emphasis here on the big picture. From the big picture perspective, what would you have? Well, you'd have a set of lows right here. You'd have a group of lows right there. You'd have some lows down there. If you envision each of those as stair steps, well, what do you have from the big picture? Well, from the big picture, you would still very clearly have stair steps progressing in the upwards direction. And again, that's the name of the game. That's what a truly strong move is going to do over time. It's going to make progress forward. And that's what that level down around 9 cents is indeed representing. Again, I'm well aware that if you are some sort of flipper or day trader and you bought up there, then you definitely don't care about these stair steps. But that's why I try to offer up a warning that I would be commenting from the big picture point of view. So sure, today the price pulled back, but stop and think about that word, today, as in 1 day. Looking at multiple days, which is what we're doing here, you can see the price still has plenty of opportunity to build an overall higher base. So let's see if the bulls can get that job done or not. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.